Welcome back to the channel. So, tonight's a little different. The stories you're about to hear, they're not legends or secondhand tales. They're mine, personal stuff, things that happened to me when I was younger, and things that happened to my dad and my sisters in the house I grew up in. That house has always been active. Still is. We've had footsteps upstairs when no one else was home. Doors opening on their own. Shadow figures at night. Weird little moments that you try to explain away until you run out of explanations. One of my sisters, she refuses to go upstairs, won't even look up the staircase. If she visits, she's in and out, quick as she can. I'm not joking when I say no amount of money could get her to go up there. And honestly, I don't blame her. There's something off about that house. And if you spend enough time in it, you'll feel it too. Okay, this is going back a bit. I must have been like 9, maybe 10. It was pretty late. I remember it was just before 11. I always stayed up late if there was a horror movie on TV or something. I used to never be up that late unless it was a weekend. School nights were lights out by 9, no question. My room was pitch black as usual. I've always needed complete darkness to sleep. No lamp, no hallway light, none of that. And I was in that weird in-between space, you know? Where you're not fully asleep, but you're definitely not awake either. And then I heard it. Heavy footsteps. Not someone tiptoeing or shuffling. I mean, slow, deliberate, stomping coming up the stairs. At first, I thought maybe someone was just grabbing a drink or something, but it didn't sound like that. You know how every house has a rhythm? Like, you know what your parents sound like when they walk around? This was off. It was too heavy. Too intense. And the weirdest part? I never heard any doors open downstairs. Just the footsteps. Getting closer. My room was right next to the staircase, so I could feel it. Like the wall itself was reacting. I could tell exactly where they were. And they were right outside my room. At this point, my heart's going crazy, but I have to know what it is, right? So I get up, real slow, and open my bedroom door. And at the exact same moment, my dad opens his. We scared the absolute crap out of each other, like full-body jolt. We just froze, then kind of laughed, that nervous, what was that? Laugh. We didn't even say much, just gave each other that look. You know the one that says, "You heard that too, right?" So we turn on the hallway light and start walking toward the stairs, and the footsteps, still coming, one slow step at a time. Louder now, like whoever it was just beneath the landing. And then, just as we got there, it stopped. Dead silence. We leaned over to look, and of course, no one there. Nothing. Just that weird, heavy silence you get when the house is too quiet. We stood there for ages, just kind of waiting, and then eventually, we went back to bed. We never figured out what caused it, never talked about it really. But I know what I heard, and I know I wasn't the only one who heard it. That was the first paranormal encounter I remember. It didn't feel like a ghost. It didn't feel like anything I could explain. Just this overwhelming sense that something else was there, and it wanted me to know it was there. And as strange as that night was, it was just the beginning. Because the second thing that happened was something a little more personal, not just creepy, not just weird. This one felt like it was aimed at me. I must have been about 12 when this happened. It was a weekend because I was up way too late again. I was watching one of the old Friday the 13th movies. Can't remember which one. I had this old CRT TV in my room, no remote. So if you wanted to change the channel or adjust the volume, you had to physically get up and press the buttons on the front. Anyway, I'm about halfway through the film. Everyone else in the house is asleep by this point, so the volume's low, but still clear enough that I can hear everything. Then, out of nowhere, the little green volume bar pops up on the screen. It goes up by 1, just a little blip. Ding. And I'm like, okay, weird, but whatever. I didn't touch anything. A couple minutes later, it does it again. Same thing. So I get out of bed, walk over, and tap the volume down button twice just to get it back where it was. I get back into bed, try to focus on the film, and it happens again. Except this time it goes up once, then again, then again. Like one bar, then another, then three, and it's getting faster. I'm out of bed now. I'm tapping buttons like I'm playing on an arcade machine. I even press volume up a couple times, thinking maybe the button's stuck or something stupid. I turn it down again and sit back on the bed. Then the volume just takes off. It starts going up on its own, faster this time. Like you can see the bar climbing, 1, 2, 3, 4, until it's blasting. I jump up, hitting the volume down like mad, but the second it goes down 1, it goes back up 2. It's like the TV is fighting me. Next thing I know, my parents crash into the room. They're furious, obviously. I mean, it's like 2 in the morning, and Jason Voorhees is doing his thing, and they're screaming and all sorts. My dad goes straight to the TV, trying to shut it off. He presses the power button. Nothing. Presses it again. Still nothing. The damn thing won't turn off. Eventually, he just yanks the plug out of the wall, and only then does it go silent. We never figured out what caused it. It wasn't the buttons, it wasn't the wiring. The TV never did it again. Just that one night. And I know what you're thinking. Faulty electronics, right? But in this house. Nah, that wasn't tech. That was something else playing games. It's been nearly 4 decades since I moved in, and the house has never truly been quiet. Some nights are worse than others. What I've told you tonight really happened, and what's coming next is even darker. You've just heard 2 stories, but this house, my house, has more. And if you stick around, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Thanks for being here, and if the shadows in your house move like mine, leave a comment. You're not alone.